If you want to see more topics, then check the playlist section of this channel. Also, if you want to buy my notes, then check the link in the description below. In this video, we will see an example on sinusoidal steady state analysis, nodal analysis. Question: use nodal analysis to find VO in the circuit of figure. Here for this circuit, we have to find the value of this VO by using nodal analysis. Solution: first of all, we will take this circuit from here. Now, as we can see, these values are given in time domain format, so we will convert this into its equivalent phasor domain format. Convert time domain into phasor domain. So here this is 10 cos 10 to the power 3t volt. So this will be converted as 10 at an angle 0 degree volt. Now if we compare this with standard expression, that is V is equal to Vm cos omega t plus phi. So the value of omega is, therefore omega is equal to 10 to the power 3 radian per second. Now next, this 20 ohm will remain same. This 20 ohm will also remain same. This small I-O will change to capital I-O. Then next, 50 microfarad. 50 microfarad will change to 1 upon j omega c. So 1 upon j into omega value is 10 to the power 3 into capacitance value is 50 into 10 to the power minus 6. So if we solve this in calculator, it will be 1 upon j into 10 to the power 3 multiplied with 50 multiplied with 10 to the power minus 6. So it is equal to minus 20j ohm. Then next, 10 millihenry. So this 10 millihenry will change to j omega L. So j into omega value is 10 to the power 3 multiplied with inductance value is 10 multiplied with 10 to the power minus 3. So this 10 to the power 3 and 10 to the power minus 3 will be cancelled. So only 10j ohm. Again, we can read also this VO. So only this VO is remain. So small VO will change to capital VO. Now we can change these values. So here this 10 cos 10 to the power 3t will change to 10 at an angle 0 degree. 10 at an angle 0 degree volt. This 20 ohm and 20 ohm will remain same. This small I-O will change to capital I-O. 50 microfarad will change to minus 20j ohm. Minus 20j ohm. 10 millihenry will change to 10j ohm. 10j ohm. This small VO will change to capital VO. Also here this small I-O will change to capital I-O. Now let's assume this as node V1 and this as node V2. So now also consider this as a reference node. So let's say this is a reference node. Let's say this is current I1 This is current IO. This is current I2. And this is current I3. Now we can apply KCL at node V1. So let's apply KCL at node V1. Now according to Kirchhoff's current law, summation of all the currents entering a node is equal to summation of all the currents leaving the node. Now here at this node, entering current is, this I1 is the entering current. So I1 is equal to, now leaving currents are IO and I2. IO plus I2. Now this I1 will be 10 minus V1 divided by 20. 10 minus V1 divided by 20 is equal to IO. So this IO is V1 minus 0 divided by 20. Here we can write IO is equal to V1 minus 0 divided by 20. So simply V1 by 20 plus I2. Now this I2 is V1 minus V2 divided by minus 20J. V1 minus V2 divided by minus 20J. Now let's simplify this. So it will be 10 divided by 20 minus V1 divided by 20, or we can take this on right side. So first we will simplify this. V1 by 20 is equal to V1 by 20 plus V1 divided by minus 20J minus V2 divided by minus 20J. So here we can see. Now we can take this on right side. So let's copy this expression. Now we can take this minus V1 by 20 on right side. So it will be plus V1 by 20. So 10 by 20 means 1 by 2. 1 by 2 means 0.5. So 0.5 is equal to, we can take this V1 common. So 1 by 20, then plus 1 by minus 20J, then plus 1 by 20, then plus V2. So minus 1 by minus 20J. Zero 0.5 is equal to V1 in bracket 1 by 20 plus 1 by minus 20 into J plus 1 by 20. So it is 0.1 plus 0.05 J. 0.1 plus 0.05 J plus V2 in bracket, this minus and this minus will get cancelled. So 1 upon 20 into J. So it is 0 minus 0.05 J. Let's say this is equation number 1. Now next we will apply KCL at node V2. So let's apply apply KCL at node V2. Again, according to KCL, summation of all the currents entering a node is equal to summation of all the currents leaving the node. So here at this node, entering current is this I2 is the entering current. So I2 is equal to leaving current is, here we can see there are two leaving currents. So 4IO plus I3. 4IO plus I3. Now we will write this I2 in voltage form. So V2 is equal to, this I2 is equal to V1 minus V2 divided by minus 20J. V1 minus V2 divided by minus 20J is equal to 4 into, now this IO is, here we can see IO is equal to V1 by 20, V1 divided by 20 plus I3. So this I3 is V2 minus 0 divided by 30 plus 10J. V2 minus 0 divided by 30 plus 10J. Now let's simplify this. So it will be V1 divided by minus 20J minus V2 divided by minus 20J. Now if we take this on left side, so it will be minus 4 by 20 means it will be simply V1 by 5 minus V2 divided by 30 plus 10J is equal to 0. Now here we can take V1 common. So let's take V1 common in bracket 1 upon minus 20J, 1 upon minus 20J, then minus 1 by 5 plus V2 in bracket minus 1 upon minus 20J, then here this will be minus 1 upon 30 plus 10J is equal to 0. V1 in bracket 1 upon minus 20 into J minus 1 by 5 minus 0.2 plus 0.05 J plus V2 in bracket minus 1 by minus 20 into J minus 1 upon 30 plus 10 into J, it is equal to minus 0.03 minus 0.04 J. Now it is equal to 0. Now let's say this is equation number 2. Now we got two equation 1 and equation 2. So solving equation 1 and 2. So let's put this in matrix form. So 0.1 plus 0.05 J, or let's copy it from here directly. We are putting this in matrix form. So this is from equation 1 and this is from equation 2. Then next V2 term. So here this is the V2 term from equation 1. Then V2 term from equation number 2. Then here matrix close. Here this will be V1 and V2. Is equal to, from equation 1 is equal to 0.5, 0.5, and here is equal to 0. So first we have to find the value of delta. Delta is equal to this value. We have to take the determinant of this matrix. So for determinant we have to multiply this into this minus this into this. So this multiplied with this, then minus this into this. So we are multiplying this with this. Now let's put these values in calculator. So we get 0.1 plus 0.05 into j multiplied with minus 0.03 minus 0.04 into j, then minus 0.2 plus 0.05 into j multiplied with minus 0.05 into j. So it is equal to minus 3.5 into 10 to the power minus 3 minus 0.0155 j. So this is the value of delta. Now next we have to find the value of delta 1. So delta 1 is equal to, again we have to take the determinant like this delta, but we have to replace first column. We have to replace this first column by 0.5 and 0. This 0.5 and here it will be 0.5 and here this will be 0. Now 0.5 into this, 0.5 multiplied with minus 0.03 minus 0.04 j, and this into this, it will be 0 simply. So delta 1 is equal to 0.5 multiplied with minus 0.03 minus 0.04, 0.5 into minus 0.03 minus 0.04 into j. So it is equal to minus 0.015 minus 0.015 minus 0.015 minus 0.02 J minus 0.015 minus 0.02 J. This is the value of delta 1. Next we have to find the value of delta 2. So for delta 2, again we have to take the determinant, and now this time we have to replace column 2. So now this time we have to replace this second column from here. We have to replace second column with 0.5 and 0. 0.5 and 0. Now determinant of this will be this into this 0, then minus this into this. So simply 0.5 multiplied with minus 0.2 plus 0.05 J is equal to delta 2. Now let's solve this. So minus 0.5 multiplied with minus 0.2 plus 0.05 into J. It is equal to 0.1, 0.1 minus 0.025, 0.1 minus 0.025 J. So this is the value of delta 2. Now we can easily find the value of V1 and V2. So V1 is equal to delta 1 divided by delta. So the value of delta 1 is this value. This is the value of delta 1 divided by delta value is, this is the value of delta. So V1 is equal to, let's solve this in calculator, minus 0.015 minus 0.02 into J, minus 0.015 minus 0.02 into J divided by minus 3.5 into 10 to the power minus 3 minus 0.0155 into J. So it is equal to this value. In polar form this will be shift 2, 3. So it is 1.573. 1.573 at an angle minus 24.14 degree volt. Then V2 is equal to delta 2 divided by delta. So delta 2 value is, this is the value of delta 2, divided by delta value is, this is the value of delta. So V2 is equal to 0.1 minus 0.025 into J divided by minus 3.5 into 10 to the power minus 3 minus 0.0155 into J. It is equal to this value in rectangular form. In polar form this will be shift 2, 3. So 6.48 at an angle 88.68 degree volt. So this is the answer for V1 and V2. Now here in this problem what we have to find? We have to find the value of VO. That means this voltage VO. So by using by using voltage division rule. Capital VO, first we have to find VO in phasor domain. So by using voltage division rule, VO is equal to V2 multiplied with 30. V2 multiplied with 30 divided by 30 plus 10J. 10J. So VO is equal to, we got the value of V2, it is this much. So this V2 multiplied with 30 divided by 30 plus 10J. So VO is equal to, let's solve this in calculator, 4.48, 6.48 at an angle 88.68 multiplied with 30 divided by 30 plus 10 into J. So shift to 3, it is 6.14 at an angle 70.24 degree volt, because it is a voltage, so its unit will be volt. So this is the answer in phasor domain, but we have to find it in time domain. So in time domain, we know that V is equal to Vm cos omega t plus phi. So VO is equal to, Vm value is 6.14 cos, now the value of omega value here we can see 10 to the power 3. 10 to the power 3 t plus phi value is 70.24 degree, and since it is a voltage, so its unit will be volt. So this is how we can find the value of output voltage VO by using nodal analysis. Don't forget to check out the other videos on this channel, and thanks for watching.